What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Baggers and BS. Today is a very special day. I just pulled up to Motorcycle Mall in Bellville, New Jersey, and the reason I'm here is to check out the newest kid on the block. That would be the 2023 or 2024 Indian Challenger Elite. It is a sick bike. I can't wait to look at it. I can't wait to see it up close. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of the Indian Challenger. I already have one myself, but the paint job on this one is fantastic, and I want to get up close and personal with it, really check it out and see the details in the paint, number one. And number two, I really want to check out the, what are there? I mean, I've watched plenty of videos on it, but I want to see the differences. And I want to figure out, is there an Elite in my future? There's not many of them out there. I don't know that that's going to happen. It would be great if it could happen for the channel. But, let's see. But in the meantime, let me shut up, stop talking, and go inside and check this thing out up close so I can give you guys a little bit up-close view and see what's going on with this paint. And, I mean, the bike just looks stunning from the pictures that I've seen and the videos I've seen. But I'm excited to see it up close, and I'm sure you guys are too. So, all right, guys, so walking into Motorcycle Mall, gonna definitely check out this Indian. Pretty excited to see what it's all about. See what else they got going on out here. We got Joe in the house.
What's up?
Joe's a big fan of Baggers and BS. Here it is, guys. Here it is, and rightfully so. They got it off by itself. I mean, truth be told, the pictures do it no justice. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is a shimmer in the paint that is fantastic. I mean, the detail, the footboards, they have absolutely outdone themselves on this Indian Challenger. This paint job is unbelievable. I mean, if you get a chance, you got to come see it. Do not sell yourself short. Don't just assume. Come take a look at it. Come see it up close. I promise you're not going to be disappointed. All right, guys, so I finally was able to get a hold of Joe, and as you can see, we got the Elite right behind those ropes.
Oh, yeah.
They opened it up special for me to check it out. But I wanted to talk to Joe a little bit more about the Elite and what we got going on with it. Joe, now, how does this differ from the 23 Challenger that I have?
So there's going to be a decent amount of differences. Just pointing out a few of them. You're going to get the new Power Band Plus audio setup front and rear,
Okay.
Which you won't get standard. You're going to get the upgraded floorboards right from Indian, matching front and rear set with the Indian logo underneath.
Which are sharp looking.
Very sharp. Color matched with the pinstripe on the both the airbox cover cleaner, where the air cleaner would go, and essentially where the cam cover would go. Numbered and color matched center console, so you can see that's number 95 of all 325 made. you're gonna get the full custom paint job that's unique to the Elites. So being that there's only 325 of them made, once they sell, you're not gonna be able to find any more of these, which is very awesome to have. If you come back here real quick, paint job always comes to the back. You're gonna have color matched hinges and the lights already from Indian.
Oh wow, I love it.
So I know those are a big hit. Riding up here, you're gonna have a perforated seat from Indian that's special to the Elites.
Beautiful, I like that.
So straight to match, the stitching matches, it's perforated. It's a very comfortable seat from Indian. I am a big fan of that seat. So moving up, the color matched inner fairing. It's always a big want because usually it's either the matte black or it's just gloss black. With here, it is actually the metallic black to match, so you still get that flake in there, which is very important to a lot of people.
Love that look.
Yeah, no, 100%. And while you're up here, you do get the flared windshield that comes with these. It's always something people want. With the Elite, it's going to come with it right out of the factory, which is very important. Wind protection with these is very nice, and it is still automatic, so it'll go up and down like your standard Challengers. If you're working your way down, you do have the upgraded Indian headlight, along with a pair of the 2 auxiliary lights down low.
And of course the color matched wheels.
The color matched wheels to the pinstriping, so it's all going to match front and rear. It's a very sharp look. It definitely kind of demands attention once you see it. And I mean, if you see one on the road, it's not going to be common because, like I said, 325 units made. The chances of you running into one very slim. So if you have one, you definitely have a unique bike. But
I mean, it's a beautiful bike. I think you really have to come and see it in person.
Definitely.
To really appreciate it. Pictures don't do it justice, I'll say that.
Yeah, you'll see a picture, it'll look great, but once you see it in person, seeing all the different types of paint you got on here, whether it's the silver, the red pinstriping, the metallic flake, and something I do really like, I feel like they kind of took notice with all the performance scene.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, like on the carbon fiber fenders people do, it's going to be mismatched from the bags. So I feel like they kind of did that with the gray fender and trim pieces and then the black bags.
Yeah, I see that. It looks awesome. It's funny because you really have to pay attention to the detail of everything they did, which is what sets this bike apart, ultimately.
100%. 100%.
Engine-wise, it's pretty much the same, right?
Same motor, yeah. So you're still going to be rocking the same motor as all your other Challengers, which I don't see as a bad thing because the motor's awesome. It makes great power. It's reliable. Everybody loves it. And realistically, I mean, like, motor's good where it's at.
Yeah, it's a solid motor. I mean, I can speak for that.
100%. Yeah, with your bike on your dark horse.
I mean, the fact of the matter is, it's an awesome bike, hands down. This has the adjustable suspension also that you can adjust.
Still adjustable suspension.
Okay.
So you can definitely do that if you'd like.
All right. And you can do that from the dash and everything?
So, if I'm not mistaken, I gotta double check. I didn't look into it that far to see whether it was the electronic rear shock like the Pursuits.
Okay.
I don't want to guess, but if I were to guess, I think they would have kept the Fox shock,
right?
Just because that is the performance suspension.
Right.
On the Pursuits, you do have the electronic rear shock, but that's mostly for touring. So, comfort, cruising, whether you have a passenger, full luggage, that's something you're going to want that electronic rear shock. On here, I mean, they're going after the performance bagger class, so you're going to want to have that Fox Racing shock underneath the seat.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, you know what? One tidbit that you did mention that I noticed was the black brake levers.
Yes.
I mean, not for nothing. It's
a big deal.
Yeah, it is. It is a big deal.
If you look at any of the dark horses here, Challenger dark horses, we can take a look.
I said it's a tidbit, but it's really not.
It's not. It's a big one. It's one of those little things that bother people. But you see, it's a dark horse, so this should be all blacked out from the factory. But it comes with the polished chrome style levers. It kind of confuses people because you want it to be all blacked out. That's why you're buying a dark horse.
Right.
But then on the Elite, they actually went along and did the black levers that people really wanted.
Which I think is awesome.
Oh, it's a great feature because the bike would have been missing a certain aspect if it had just like raw material levers.
Yeah, it would have definitely.
It would have stood out in the wrong way. And
right.
I think they really wanted to execute this bike as best as possible.
Yeah, I mean, overall, like I said, you really got to come and see it in person to really get the gist of it. Pictures are definitely not going to do it justice. So if you're in the area, definitely come down to Motorcycle Mall, stop by, see Big Joe.
Yeah, we got a lot of bikes, so whatever Indian you want.
I mean, I walked around earlier and I just showed. I didn't want to record too much because of people's privacy, obviously. I don't want to bother anybody. But, you know, I showed them a little Ducati. I showed them a little bit of the Vespas, a few of the side-by-sides and off-road vehicles. So, guys, if you're in the area, come down, see Joe. If you're in the market for a 23, it's a 23, right? 23?
24.
Excuse me, 24. That's right.
24s.
You know what?
These 2 units right here are 24s.
I guess, you know what I'm getting? I got so many bikes, I'm getting confused here. But
there's a lot of bikes there. It's first world problems.
Yeah, first world problems. I'm over here.
But no, this one and the Chieftain behind you are both going to be 24s.
Beautiful, which is also, the Chieftain is also a beautiful bike. Guys, if you're in the New Jersey area, come down and see Joe for anything Indian. I mean, for anything bike. They sell Harleys here too, so.
Yeah, no, we do have a lot of used Harleys, and we're always doing great deals on them. The Chieftain Dark Horses always came with black levers. It's another little thing to think about. All Chieftain Dark Horses will always come with black levers. Chieftain Challengers, no black levers.
And this is not the Power Plus, this is the Thunderstroke.
This is the Thunderstroke motor, yeah, the 116. Awesome sounding motor. It's your traditional like pushrod motor, so a lot of people like it. For that rumble, if you're going for that old school sound, this bike is going to offer it. This bike is fitted with the upgraded Power Plus speakers, which are new for this year, so it's really nice to have, and also the graphics kit that I think looks very sharp on this bike.
Yeah. I think it looks great. I mean, I had one of these in 2019, and it was an awesome bike. That's what propelled me, and I was talking about it earlier in the video. That's what propelled me into giving that bike a chance. And Joe, by the way, Joe sold me my 23 Indian Challenger, which, as you guys know, I love it, and there's going to be more content coming for the Indian. But guys, great bikes, great store. If you're in the area, like I was saying before, come by, see Joe. The guys at Motorcycle Mall are great. They will do the right thing with you. They will take care of you, and I guarantee you won't be disappointed. So that being said, I mean, that's all I have to say, and that's pretty much it about the 24 Indian Elite. It's a badass bike. It's gorgeous. You got to see it in person. You definitely got to stop down. And if you're in the market, come see Joe. But it is, I mean, you know what I'd really like to see, Joe?
What's up?
Before I end the video, I'd like to see somebody do exactly what I did with my Indian. On an Elite. The T-bars, plus 2 suspension, with the 2-into-1, and just going that route. That's what I would personally like to see.
Drop off your Challenger, do a swap,
and trade it in. Listen.
I know I got your mind thinking right now.
Yeah, you're a bad influence. I got the new CVO, so I mean nothing's off the table, I guess, guys. But I mean, come down, see Joe.
Absolutely.
Guys, that's about all I have on the 24 Elite. Until somebody gets one and we can actually go out for a ride and see it out in its natural environment, meaning the street. Obviously, performance-wise, it's still the same, but it's a gorgeous bike. You got to come check it out.
In the sun.
Yeah, I definitely want to see it in the sun. And I want to see what people start doing with it as far as upgrades and tweaking it and making it their own.
It'd be really nice to see someone build it. Being that it's a collector's bike, there's always the doubt that someone takes it, puts it in a garage, and just keeps it under a cover. I really hope someone buys it and rides it, puts a lot of miles.
We know that if it's any of our friends, they're definitely riding it.
It's not staying stock.
It's not staying stock, and it's not going to be in the garage.
Not at all.
But all right, guys, that's all I got for Baggers and BS today. I came straight from work because I had to see Joe. Joe let me know that it was here, and I had to get here ASAP. Like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think about the 24 Indian Elite Challenger, and I mean, it's just gorgeous. If you got a chance, come check it out, man. Come see Joe. All right, guys, stay safe. God bless. Keep it on. Keep it on twos.
away, never walk away before we get it. Don't walk away, never walk away before we get it. Don't walk away, never walk away before we get it. Don't walk away, never walk away before we get it. Don't walk away, never walk away before we get it. Don't walk away, never walk away before we get it.
For you motherfuckers.